Ma.
Oh, wow.
Ma.
Like a dungeon dragon.
Oh. Well, that was good. Should we just get right into it? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
We just get right into it?
Yeah, I do want to flag something.
Before we record?
While we record, but it needs to be like something that sets up the episode.
Should we intro first?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want.
I want
to be loved by you. Do you know that song?
I do.
Who's it by?
The Beatles.
No.
Hey guys, welcome back to Brooke and Connor Make a Podcast. We've got such a special episode for you today. Woo!
It's the Thanksgiving recap.
It's the
episode.
Thanksgiving recap.
Yeah.
Which means recapulate. It's short for recapulate. But even more than that, it's so special because we're here. We are here by some mathematical impossibility. You and I.
It is when you think about it.
It's so impossible.
The chances of both of us being born are so negligible, and then the chances of us coming together.
Impossible.
Impossible almost.
And yet, against every single odd,
for the recapstone episode, here we are.
Here we are. And we're back, and like we're so back. Yeah. I thought that last week. Like I've been watching stuff that we're doing. I'm like, oh, these two motherfuckers are back. Where'd they go? They were always here low key, but like they are back.
I made myself laugh for the first time with something from last episode.
You're bad. What part?
You're so bad. You're naughty.
What'd you do? What'd you
that
say?
clip from the bonus of the marmalade, the Marmonite clip, when I said, it's a pass for me. So I couldn't stop watching that. It was cracking me up.
It is so, that is so insane.
Oh,
we also,
hysterical.
we also need to, there's a little white speck right here that I need.
Do you think, it's probably from the.
No, you got it.
Before you guys got here, I went ahead and ate the digestives, the crackers from the bonus.
Yeah.
Which they could be working in a different way today in terms of coming up chuck from the front today, just because of how many I ate.
How many did you have?
7.
Oh. I think that maybe it'll put your body into overdrive. Your digestive system will be.
Feels like something settling in the chest region.
Maybe your mouth is just dry.
That's the completely different issue than something settling in the chest region.
I feel like it maybe just didn't make it all the way down.
In fact, my mouth is actually starting to get those waters.
Well, let's not. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Expeditiously.
Can I flag something?
Can I really quickly say on the Marmite thing?
Yeah.
It's Marmite. It wasn't Vegemite. I said Vegemite 20 times. Everyone in Australia is up in arms. All the Aussies are saying, that's not effing Vegemite. Get your head out of your effing arse.
Yeah.
And like Vegemite apparently is really good. Marmite, like everybody was pretty much like, yeah, you have to use a lot of butter to eat it on toast.
Why?
I'm like,
What's
just
the
don't eat
point,
it.
Then?
Don't eat it.
Exactly.
Like there's no one's got a gun to your head. Just like, eat the Marmite.
There's
eat the
so
Marmite.
many other ways to get your daily dose of yeast.
Yeah, you could do anything to get your yeast, such as, in addition
to nutritional yeast too.
I'm always eating. I'm waking up. I'm thinking, where's my nutritional yeast? My nooch.
Yeah.
I keep my nooch in bed with me, so I don't even. So I wake up. I'm saying, oh, I'm gonna. Most people have a glass of water next to their. I'm finna nooch.
I'm about to nooch.
I'm nooching on these hoes. I literally, everyone's got a bottle of water next to their bed. I got my nooch. My nooch yeast. My nooch yeast.
Yeah.
Now you can just go ahead and take it out of my hands.
I just want to say something for myself to keep in mind. For this episode, I won't be putting my fingers in my ears, nose, or mouth.
Ears, nose, and mouth.
Because the clips that I've been seeing of myself, my fingers are in every possible face orifice that they can get their hands on. And it's disgusting.
Where's your mouth?
And I'm going to be tempted to pick at my cheilitis, not picking at the cheilitis on camera.
Where are you going to go?
I will be picking at the cheilitis off camera.
where's off camera for you? There's nowhere to go.
After the episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
In between.
In between.
So in bonus, Brooke's going to be just absolutely covered in blood.
In bonus, I can pick up my cheilitis.
I'm actually going to, yeah.
Okay, now here's the thing. I cannot do lips, nose, or ears for the main, but in the bonus, I'm treating myself to lips, but I still cannot do nose and ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good goal.
Yeah. That's my goal.
That's a good goal to have.
We're going to set goals towards the holiday season.
Well, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
How was your cruise with your family?
Girl.
You were on
Girl. Girl. It was hysterical.
Is your family intact? It looked really fun.
Honestly, it brought my family more intact than ever. Just the circumstances around us. What we were faced with almost brought us even closer.
The adversity of a floating ship?
Yeah.
The adversity of the sea?
Yeah. Basically, had never been on a cruise. And I was by no means expecting like a luxurious experience at all whatsoever. I wasn't necessarily expecting the je ne sais quoi that comes along with Royal Caribbean either. There's such a je ne sais quoi that I can't put my finger on. And it definitely has to do with there being about 10K people on the boat, which I didn't know. All from different places. All from different kinds of places. What do you mean? Different parts of the country. That I'm not in a bad way at all.
Are you sure? What are you saying? What are you going to...
I'm just saying. Totally different kind of vibe. There were so many different vibes.
The energy on the ship?
Yeah.
What about it?
There were so many of them, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
So getting on the boat, like having there be so many people, and then knowing that I was about to head out into the sea, my body started to shut down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I said, let me just head up to our suite and maybe lay down. Oh, Connor, you would have loved the suite.
It looked fun.
Obviously, there were 7 of us. And let me paint you the picture of the suite. My fingers just went in my nose.
It's okay. Strike 1. I'll try to keep you accountable. You only get 2 strikes because it's nostrils.
Okay, you walk in slim hallway, slim thick hallway. To your right, there's a room with like a twin plus bed, full, maybe like a full bed.
Full, if I may.
A full. Then you keep going down the hallway a little bit. Another bedroom with another, maybe a full plus, a little thick size.
Okay.
Plus size full. And then a couch, pull out couch. Okay, 7 people. You might be thinking, okay, I can see how you could maybe squeeze 2 in the twin, or the full, 2 in the twin plus, 2 on the pull-out couch. Where's the 7th gonna go? Where's the 7th person gonna go? You might be wondering. Don't worry. There's actually a plank that comes out of the wall. It's like a piece of wall. Not doing mattress right now. Piece of wall that you could rest on. If you're tired and you need to sleep at night, that's available to you.
Who slept on that?
So, the first night, it was me and Gabby in the full, and then Noah on the plank.
Noah
Walking
the plank.
Felt the need to get up and go to the bathroom 8 to 15 times.
Well, because there's not much to do when you're laying on the plank.
8 to 15 times in the middle of the night, stepping on me and Gabby as he went, which was his prerogative, as he did get exiled to the plank, but he did do that. So then he was exiled from the room, and then we brought in our stepbrother Aiden to the plank. Aiden came into the plank for the next night, snored from top to bottom of the night. So then he was exiled. So it was kind of like a rotating group of people for the plank, which was really fun. Something I also liked, which you would have loved, is I didn't realize about the intercom system that blares in the morning in the rooms.
I'm not like, I've been on one cruise also.
You might not have been on Royal Caribbean.
I don't know what's the intercom. How come that?
It's just good morning.
Oh,
bonjour.
In the morning in everyone's room?
In the morning in everyone's room. You can turn it off. We didn't know about it though. So about 7A when we had docked at Coco Cay, the island.
7A at Coco Cay.
Which, by the way, I didn't realize that was a man-made Royal Caribbean island. spectacular. You would have loved it. Very much like Spooky Island from Scooby-Doo.
Wow.
Yeah. In the morning, you know that song that's like, a lovely day.
By Dean Withers. I'm familiar.
Sure.
Yes.
They did a unique rendition of that at 7A over the speakers.
Coco K.
Yes,
Coco
lovely.
K.
And Coco K. Imagine that after a night of Noah walking the plank all night, not sleeping for one second. And yes, there was that je ne sais quoi twang to it too.
Hi.
Hey guys, we'd like to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms.
Squarespace is now introducing Design Intelligence, which combines 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology to unlock your strongest creative potential. Design Intelligence empowers anyone to build a beautiful, more personalized website tailored to their unique needs.
Squarespace Payments is the easiest way to manage your payments in one place. Onboarding is fast and simple. Get started in just a few clicks and start receiving payments right away. Plus, give your customers more ways to pay with popular payment methods like Apple Pay and Afterpay.
I am always using Apple Pay.
Always.
There's not a time of the day I'm not using Apple
Not a
Pay.
day goes by.
Squarespace also makes it easy to sell access to content on your websites like online courses, blogs, videos, and memberships. Earn recurring revenue by gating your content behind a paywall. Simply set the price and choose whether to charge a one-time fee or a subscription for access.
Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, squarespace.com/BNC to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
That's
So
beautiful.
I love that. Yeah, and because there were so many people on the boat, you couldn't get a chair by the pool or anything like that, or you couldn't get in the pool.
I've seen that.
Couldn't get in the pool either. Yeah. So at the end of the day, had a blast, truly, kind of just like bonding. Oh, and the room smelled like a bowling alley.
Yeah.
On crack cocaine.
And Coco K.
In Coco K. Brought us all closer. Everyone did get, besides me and Gabby Noah, horrible food poisoning. Mm-hmm. And again, brings everyone closer together. Yeah.
The issue for me there is like on a ship. Was there one bathroom in the room?
The food poisoning hit the second everyone got home.
Was there one bathroom in the room?
Oh no, we had 2.
That's good.
Yeah.
But still bad.
Great. Still awful.
Horrible.
Yeah. I really did have the best time despite all of the je ne sais quoi that I wasn't expecting.
Did you have any crushes on anyone from Middle America?
Oh, Connor is not necessarily the group of people that I would have had a crush on. And I'm not saying anything bad about this group of people. I can't stress that enough. Here's what I'll say. It was like the people that I get on my Hinge. Never said anything bad about them.
You said ew 7 times when
No,
we
I
talked
didn't.
about them.
So
No. Did you get on your Hinge on the boat? Did you get on your Hinge on the boat?
No, I didn't feel like I would be compatible with anyone in my radius.
There's 10,000.
Yes, I didn't feel like I would be compatible with one single one of them. Genuinely.
Did you guys? What'd you do during the day on the boat? What were days like on the sea?
Just sometimes I sat in the shade by the by the water slides if I was afforded that luxury. It was awesome. The day we got to Mexico, I didn't even get off the boat. And so the ship was kind of empty. So I got to sit in the sun for almost a minute, which was exciting. Yeah, that was great.
That's awesome.
I had so much bread and butter.
That's a treat.
Which is a treat. Am I missing anything? I did the whole roundup for Obsessed.
Do you want to talk about Uncle Rob?
Oh, Uncle Rob was a treat.
How so?
I don't think he would mind me saying that thankfully he was able to supply me with gummies via his Ziploc bag of Swedish fish and gummies. So every night at dinner we would do like wishbone split a gummy, and it made everything so much fun.
Yeah.
It made the bread and butter taste even almost that much better.
You probably slept better too.
Yeah, I had to go down about 9 p.m. every night.
I have a massive headache.
Are you okay?
No.
Except for the night of the skate show. Connor.
Oh, well, you didn't talk about the skate show.
Holy shit. That was
skimmed right over the
the
skate
best
show.
thing I've ever seen in my life.
Why?
Like the talent on these individuals on the Royal Caribbean, Independence of the Seas, Olympic level. The way that they skated that
they do,
on the ice.
The talent on the boats. I remember being taken away, like blown away by the talent on the ship.
Because it's not that ship life, ship entertainment is not far.
Vegas.
It's the big leagues.
Yeah.
It is the big leagues.
Yeah.
And they were big league, let me just tell you that. And I will say, both me and Uncle Rob, off of our gummy, were like going to the skate show. It was kind of like a bit like, oh, like how good could the ice skating be?
Crying.
I mean, we were so locked in, you wouldn't believe it.
I have a question. Can we look up, like, because I know when you're on international waters, anything goes.
Yeah. We could gamble, like 18 plus could gamble in the international waters, but the casino was shut down when we were docked.
Because you abide by, once you get within a certain radius of like that land, you abide by
You're
the
just
laws
not,
of the
you're
laws
not
of
on
the land.
international waters.
When a crime occurs on water, the jurisdiction depends on how far it is from land. In international waters, more than 24 miles off the coast, the crime would fall under the laws of the country where the ship is registered. Oh, so like that absolutely nullifies literally everything I was going to say. Because how cool would it, like a murder mystery like Glass Onion be on a cruise ship on international waters?
Didn't that happen? Like, wasn't there some sort of international, I'm thinking of Murder Mystery with Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler. That was international waters.
See, that one absolutely never came across my desk.
Oh, you would love it. It is a murder mystery on international waters.
That kind of felt like when Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston started kind of 3D printing off movies from their Sandussies and Anastasis.
A lot of people don't like the murder mystery franchise. I have nothing negative to say about it. Truly.
That's nice.
It's a great movie to take a nap to. Is that mean? I feel like I'm being mean.
No, I think like...
And I meant that, but I meant that positively. Just like I meant it positively that the Royal Caribbean had a certain je ne sais quoi to it. Everything I'm saying is meant with so much love. I hope you know that. Even though it might sound really bad, it really is coming from a place of nothing but love.
Oh, I believe you. I know your heart.
Yeah. I hope you do.
I'm familiar with it.
Hope y'all aren't mad.
Well, that sounds fun. No, you are fine. Like, please.
But that was fun. How was yours?
Fun.
You finally made it to the Ozdust.
I made it to the Ozdust. Oh, I also wanted to say, this is what I want to say at the beginning. We're here on a regularly scheduled day, on our regularly scheduled podcast at our regularly scheduled time, which kind of is putting my body like back in sync.
Like throwback?
Like my stomach doesn't hurt. I'm familiar with the place that I'm in right now, and I'm like recognizing that space, and as well as holding that space as well for the lyrics of Defying Gravity, and I'm holding onto those and I'm clenching those between my cheeks. But it just feels good to be back. Done with the tour. We wrapped my tour in Dublin.
What was that feeling like when you wrapped? Relief or sadness or a little bit of
both?
Yeah.
Well, because it also was like when I finished touring, I was like, wait, that was like what I was doing every day.
Yeah. That was your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh crap, like what do I do?
Now what?
No worries. We have secured a new tour. No time off. No days off.
When do you start that?
In the spring. But we got some time.
No time off? We've got some time.
We've got a little bit of time.
Is it going to be the kind of thing where you're gone again all the time?
No, it's far less. But it'll be a lot easier for all involved. But yeah, I was like so nervous at first. I was like, oh my gosh, it's over. But my family came to Ireland, came to the last show. It was really, really fun. But we started out in London when I left last week.
Yeah. Walk us through that week.
I love London. Yeah. I heart London. It was such a vibe. The weather was horrible. Like you couldn't have imagined worse weather, by the way. Look at where I spilt my coffee today.
Oh, on the crotch piece. Yeah. I feel like that's not the first time.
Well, every time I go to like move my pants, I'm like, did I pee? No. So we go to London. Like, it was the worst weather, pouring rain. I got to pull out my notes because it's been so long. I've just been writing stuff down.
How do you know that happens in London with the weather?
Yeah, I have somehow lucked out, and I've every time I've gone to London, it's been gorgeous.
Oh.
But the hotel I stayed in was such a vibe. It was like a vibe.
That looked unbelievable.
They don't have Thanksgiving, so they just go right into like the whole month of November is Christmas.
Yeah.
So all the streets are lights. Obviously, my favorite thing to do there is go to pubs. Like, it's like the best. Every one of them is historic.
It's like the coffee shop.
At first, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go into that pub because it says the Queen visited. Guess where the Queen has visited?
Not that pub.
Every single pub.
Oh.
So like after the third one, I was like, I should go in while I'm here. She's been to every pub, or they're lying. Great marketing though, because they got me in. They got my ass in.
Yeah.
The food. Sorry, I almost choked up when I said that. How do I say this? The people of the UK.
Gonna say Quoi to it.
The people of the UK seem to eat like pit bulls on their birthday. It's like quail eggs and fried pig cheeks. I'm like, what? What? Great place to drink, London, Ireland. Horrible place to be hungover.
Mm-hmm.
We go, and I think it was the day of the show or the day before the show, and me and Maggie go out to this like outdoor market place, and I was like a little bit like jet lag combo with, we sat at the pubs because we couldn't get into our hotels the first day, and we had some pints, and I started like in Guinness over there, which was cool.
Oh my God, do you want the chips? They're over there.
No, I'll vomit. But we go to this market, and it's like I was hungover, and then there's 5,000 people like back, like, and she's like, we're gonna go get a sausage roll. I was thinking maybe like a kolache, like pigs in a blanket vibe, like sausage roll. The ratio of meat inside a roll in a kolache or pig in a blanket, imagine that in reverse and quadruple the size. It was like a brick of ground pork. And then like
you just gave me a shiver.
A light, and I'm holding this. I'm like, if I needed to loot a store, like I could throw my sausage roll out the window and run in and grab stuff and leave. I was like, so this, I'm gonna go ahead and take this to go. Holding back tears. I'm gonna get some mac and cheese. They don't really season anything over there, so I'm eating this mac and cheese. I'm like, this tastes like air.
Yeah.
Like wet air.
Yeah.
And then I go and
you've got to know where to eat over there.
Yeah. Well, luckily, thank Hoda and Jenna that I was able to find out what a toasty was. That's a grilled cheese. I had 4 grilled cheeses a day for the duration of the trip.
Yeah.
It's a miracle that my face isn't blown up to bits, that I ate cheese and bread every single day and beer. Cheese, bread, and beer. Like, that's all I ate every single day.
It's different over there.
Yeah, but like so different. So the last night I was in London, we went to Sunday roast. And I talked about that.
What is that? It's
just like a Sunday roast. I don't know. It's like they do it on Sundays.
Like a roast? Like comedy roast?
No. Like food.
Oh.
It's like a big hefty like dinner, hearty dinner.
And you went to it at a restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have like special. It's like Sunday roast. It's like potatoes and rump. Now I had rump like
punch.
I had a rump 2 days prior, and the way that they didn't ask, so I didn't specify how we wanted it cooked, so it just came out rumpalicious.
Yeah.
It was not rare by any means. It was like
a lot.
Uncooked. Like they had touched each side of it to the grill to like char the outside, and then the inside was like flesh. And I took one bite, and I was like Dahmer. Like in my head, I was like Dahmer. And I was like, I can't eat this. I'm tasting human flesh.
Oh my God, Connor.
I couldn't get it down. And so the night of Sunday roast, I go, you know what? I'm not going to have the Sunday roast. I'm going to get steak and a Caesar salad. Steak and a Caesar salad. I know what that tastes like. That's perfect. Good. Cannot mess that up. Thank you, sir. Steak and Caesar salad would be perfect. I'm so excited to eat. It's Sunday. I'm like, it's a chill night. I'm having a glass of red.
Muggo red.
And I'm having... Steak comes out. Steak carpaccio. It is paper thin. I'm laying it on my tongue.
What's carpaccio?
It's dissolving like a Listerine patch. I'm like, I'm so hungry. At least my Caesar salad is coming out. I can look forward to that. It's like prosciutto.
Yeah, okay.
But it was more than that. Like I was like about like tearing up.
Yeah.
Like I really needed like a hearty piece of Texas meat.
Yeah.
At least my Caesar salad comes out.
Is it one big piece of lettuce?
Bitch, it looked like Davy Jones himself had emptied out his trash bin onto my Caesar salad pile. There's no other measurement that I can use to describe how many anchovies, full body of anchovies, were piled on top of my Caesar salad. Hey guys, I have a really special quick break to offer you right now to listen to this little blurb from a sponsor of today's podcast, StoryWorth. This holiday season, which is here upon us now, I want to give a gift to my loved ones that makes them feel special and unique, just like the relationship that we share. That's why I'm giving everyone I care about StoryWorth.
Here's how it works. Each week, StoryWorth emails your loved one a thought-provoking question that you get to help pick. Things like, what's the bravest thing you've ever done? Or what's the farthest you've ever traveled? Or how did you used to get to school every day? StoryWorth makes the writing process a breeze. All your loved one needs to do is respond to that email with a story. Long or short, it doesn't matter. You'll be emailed a copy of your loved one's response as they're submitted over the course of the year.
After that year of fun, StoryWorth compiles your loved one's stories and photos into a beautiful keepsake hardcover book that you'll be able to share and revisit for generations to come. I can't wait to get the keepsake book.
Yeah.
I am weirdly like shy and nervous to read my dad's answers.
It's very vulnerable.
And guess who's getting it this year? My mom. I'll just answer it. My mom. I know what I'm getting my dad this year. He's gonna finish. You know what? I'm gonna get him a push to finish his StoryWorth because it's been a year.
A coupon.
Yeah, one free coupon
one
to finish this project so I can get this keepsake.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to read it. Also a little bit like there's things like what's the bravest thing my dad's ever done? Like am I gonna cry and my tears are gonna ruin this StoryWorth
keepsake? Could go either way.
Or am I gonna be like, what?
Yeah, could go either way.
That's the bravest thing you've ever done?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Families love StoryWorth. That's why it has more than 35,000 five-star reviews on Trustpilot, with millions of stories preserved since they were founded over 10 years ago. With StoryWorth, I am giving those I love most a thoughtful, personal gift from the heart and preserving their memories and stories for years to come. Go to storyworth.com/BNC and save $10 on your first purchase. That's storyworth.com/BNC to save $10 on your first purchase.
Pile.
Like a dump.
And I take them and I could my pocket would be bulging if I put all these anchovies in my pocket.
Oh, you should have.
And I go, I'll just move them over. Obviously the pile of anchovies had seeped.
Yeah.
So I didn't eat. Like for like the fourth night in a row, I didn't eat in Europe. I was just like a broken man.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Look healthy.
You know what's funny? That brings me to my next point. I had to film an ad when I was there, and obviously my eyes are hollow. I'm like just look so sick because I haven't eaten, and I'm absolutely like depleted of resources internally. I'm so tired. I'm jet lagged. I haven't eaten. So I filmed this ad with Maggie for Klarna, which I love. I love Klarna, and I look blown to smithereens. And my sister is there now, and she goes, I will Facetune it.
Facetune a video?
Facetune a video. And it comes back across my desk, and I go, this is absolute sorcery magic. I have
this is the kind of shit the underage are doing.
She has taken away my eye bags, full facelift. I've got I look healthy as could be.
I'm going to pull up the Klarna ad. Is it
pull
on,
up the Klarna
is it on
ad.
Fibula?
Yeah. One person said, excuse me, is there a beauty filter on this? I said, yes.
Yes, thank you for noticing.
Yeah, there is a beauty filter on it. And also, I'm going to put my sister on my payroll and do this to every single one of my videos.
Oh my God, rent has been due for you.
Yeah.
In positive connotation.
You can tell though, right?
You look great.
It was necessary because it was like.
Do we have the rough file?
Yeah, do you want to compare?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, I don't feel ashamed to do this because like I got my work done, you know?
Yes. No, you're working hard.
Well, I'm a singer.
Exactly.
But here's
Beat me to
here's
it.
the updated version. So I'll just show you guys.
So put it really close to my eyes.
Here's the this is the one
Yeah.
that I've posted.
Ooh.
That's the original.
Holy shit.
I'll show you guys. I don't care. Like I'm just
You were drained.
I'm in hell. Like for real, I'm in hell. So
Whoa.
like we got to thank. It's a special time, not only that we have crossed paths right now in this lifetime, though I'd feel like we would find each other in any and to make this podcast about put and pho. But I
Put and pho?
put and pho.
Oh yeah.
But to be alive during Facetuned video, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Facetuned video, feel so lucky, and I feel blessed.
Sorry. Yes.
And like also just side note, thank you guys for interacting with my ads. That's a very special thing to me.
Your ads are always good.
It's always everyone should know it does take out a piece of my heart when I feel like I'm making everyone upset. I'm like they're in their houses like they're in the group text saying fuck this loser.
Mm-hmm.
But no one is saying that. Give BetterHelp a try.
I just did this ad shoot. I think I talked about it. That I'm really excited about. I think you'll love it when it
can't
comes
wait.
out. But I had to get hair and makeup.
Yeah.
Which I really struggle with getting glam because I hate the way I look in it. But the girls, they like did a great job because I was like, can you just make it look like I'm not wearing makeup and my hair, like I rolled out of bed. But something happened when it settled, just completely like flat to my head. And the no makeup look almost made me, as it wore down, it made me look like I was reverse wearing makeup. Like you were taking makeup off of me almost, like like depleted. The way I look in this ad, if you see this ad and you say, no, Brooke, this is what you look like in real life, I'm not interested in continuing to live. I really mean that. I was sitting for it. Obviously my posture, I'm going like this, sitting like this, gut hanging onto the bed in front of me.
And that's okay.
Obviously it's okay.
I actually love it.
And I'm obsessed with it.
I'm thankful for it as well.
If you tell me that that's an accurate representation of what you see when you look at me, I'll be facing the other way from now on. And I really mean it. I really do.
Well, that's unfortunate to be perceived.
Yes. Well said.
Yeah.
You know what else is well said?
Wait, are we going to move on? Can
I was just going
I
to do
hear
an
what,
insert, but if you're not done.
No. I want to hear what you're thinking unless we're going to move completely on. But what else is well said?
It might transition us out.
Okay, wait. Can you make a note right now?
I know.
You know
I
what
will
else
not
is
forget it.
well said?
I won't forget it.
Really quick, I'm just going to roll through all of the rest of the shit. You know who I met?
Who? Yes.
Amelia.
How?
Dams. Well, I posted I'm in London. When I post I'm in London so that people that live in these places, like when I'm in St. Louis or whatever, I post it and then because I forget who lives in these places. In London, I was literally having a blank, and she was like, "Oh my God, how long are you here?" Whatever. And so we on Sunday before the roast, we went to Primrose Hill to go walk around. Unprecedented winds that day.
Unprecedented winds.
They closed the park in Primrose, which has like the views of London.
Yeah.
But we got over there and talked. Amelia, what you don't see online, Amelia has been at it nose to the grindstone for like 12 years working on chicken chop day. Different variations of it. Like the perception of being an overnight success is so inaccurate.
Right.
For a lot of people. But like listening to her talk about what she's been working on for so long and like seeing like, oh, like you have these guests on. It's like, well, I've been working on this thing for a decade.
Yeah.
You know?
She's so
just like powerhouse of the cell. She's literally
powerhouse. She is the mitochondria.
Mitochondria, that woman.
Yeah.
But she was so normal, so much fun. We had such a good time.
That's great.
And then I flew to London, or Ireland. I
But
flew to Dublin.
You saw Wicked in London. Are we going to talk about that later or now?
Let's leave a segment for Wicked.
Okay.
Because I feel like you're going to take me on a ride.
Okay. That you'll never
We saw
forget.
Wicked. I saw Wicked in London. It was really cool to go to a theater in London, which, by the way, our theaters can go directly to jail.
Yeah.
It's a theater.
It's a theater.
It's a theater.
It's a theater.
Theater. It's a theater in London, and we walked to it, and we had walked to it, and then it's a like full-blown Soho House level, members only. Like there's a full bar, people on their laptops working, and then you walk in, and the movie theater's in there, but it's like a cinema club.
Cinema.
Like you can
It's a
go
cinema.
work there. By the way, never could we in America have a movie theater in the middle of downtown, any city in America, and it's clean, nice even. I want to hang out there. That's the bar I want to go to for happy hour. Like, no noise. It was amazing. Such an amazing viewing experience. And it was right downtown. If you had a Times Square movie theater, which they must, like, it would be genuinely hell on earth. I can't even imagine what that would be like, that experience. But this was amazing. Anyways, we saw Wicked. And then, so I go to Dublin. We touched down in Dublin.
Mm-hmm.
Dublin was cool. It's just like Boston. Like, it's literally felt like Boston.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Luck of the Irish.
Luck of the Irish. I saw the portal that goes to Philadelphia.
I didn't realize there was do you mean New York?
No, they changed it to Philly.
Really?
But
I wasn't there.
for what?
I just put my finger in my ear.
Okay, strike two.
Damn.
One, Dublin has cranberry in all their food, which I really enjoy.
I like that. I
do
love
too.
a cranberry and a savory.
My ass is gonna start putting cranberry in stuff.
Can you believe that they got rid of dried cranberries at Sweet Green?
Oh, that's a bummer. I didn't even realize.
Years ago they did that.
Oh, I didn't even realize. I want wet cranberry though.
Oh.
I want that wet.
Oh.
I want it to put it on sandwiches. It was like such a good addition to grilled cheese.
I would rather do like a cranberry sauce.
I love the sauce.
Yeah.
I want to know what their UTI rate is like in Ireland because there's cranberry in everything.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Cranberry soda, cranberry sandwiches, everything had cranberry. Like no UTIs.
It's a possibility.
Talk about luck of the Irish.
Yeah.
This episode of Brooke and Connor Make a Podcast is supported by State Farm. When you get a new car or a new home, the first thing you might find yourself saying is, heck yeah, or I can't believe it, or how is this real? But what you really want to say is the one thing that can get you the help you need. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. State Farm is there with the coverage you need for your car, your home, and even boats, motorcycles, RVs, and other things that matter to you. Listen, guys, okay? Listen close. Put your ear closer to your AirPod or your speaker in your car. Unless you're driving, we don't need it. Any more of that? Adulthood is already exhausting enough as it is. I'll tell you what's exhausting for me. Communicating with my parents is exhausting for me. I just spent a week with them. You will have either heard or about to hear about my week abroad with my parents in our compact SUV. That was really, really difficult for me. And now we're kind of recapping the trip. They're asking for me to send 1,000 photos over text message. I'm like, they're not going to be able to even touch an iCloud link. That's going to be another thing to unpack with them. So I'm dealing with that right now. I know my life is very, very hard. But luckily, one of the parts of adulthood that doesn't have to be complicated is insurance, thanks to State Farm. With a State Farm agent, you know someone is there to help you choose the coverage you need. With so many coverage options, it feels good knowing you can find what works best for you and your needs. And when you need ways to get help, State Farm gives you options there too. Whether it's in person or on the phone with your local agent, or on statefarm.com, or, guys, they have an app. Yeah, State Farm has an app. State Farm lets you do things your way. So when you need help protecting the things that matter most, remember to say, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We drove, okay, I just need to say, definitely like the wrong season to visit Ireland. Like, I didn't have a choice with the show. The show was awesome, by the way. The Irish people are probably the nicest people, most welcoming, gracious people I've ever met in my life. Like, every single person was so nice. I thought I was going to see like bar fights and stuff. No, so sweet. We basically, the sun doesn't come up till like 8:45 a.m. and then the sun goes down at 4 p.m.
That's tough.
My family joins me in Dublin for the show, and then my mom planned the rest of the trip. we have a tiny little car, and like that brought us so close together physically, drove us apart emotionally.
We went different directions.
Like we literally like, and then in addition to the fact that it poured torrential rain the whole day, like every now and then it would like open up, went to Cliffs of Moher, I think is what you say.
I wouldn't know.
Like the cliffs that it took the picture in front of. Every other town we got to, it would take 3 hours to go to, and then we'd get there and the sun would be setting, and then there's nothing else to do besides go to a pub. Nothing wrong with me. I'm not complaining about going to the pub. The pub was the best part. The towns were cute, little towns. The last night that we were there, me and my sister go out and we have some drinks. We meet some people. Their friend's band was playing. We go home, go in our hotel. We shared a room every night with my whole family, which is just like, talk about driving your family apart.
You would have loved the plank.
But like your parents too. Like you're getting in a fight with your dad in the morning because he snores and he says, I didn't snore. And I'm like, I tried to snuff out your life with a pillow last night. Like, and I threw a pillow at him from across the room. It landed on him and he stopped snoring. And I was like, fuck, like, did I kill him? Like, I was scared that he had suffocated. So then I had to go lift it off and he started snoring again. And I was like, no, he's fine. Put it back on. And stopped. And then I got scared again in bed and like had to go take it off of him. Could you imagine like I kill my dad?
That would suck.
Like on accident?
That would suck.
Just so I could get a good night's sleep?
Yeah.
So that night I'd come, let us into the room, me and my sister, we go to sleep, whatever. We wake up the next morning. My parents obviously got up at 8 a.m. and they're like perusing this little town. And I'm like, okay. We pack. It's like 10 a.m. I can't find my passport anywhere. My passport, I didn't bring my wallet to the UK, which is a mistake, but I brought my credit card in my like passport holder. So I was bringing that out and couldn't find my passport. I'm texting my parents. Have you seen my passport? Like, did you see it anywhere in the room? They were like, no. I'm dumping sack everywhere. Bag out, suitcase out, repacking under the bed, all over the room. Can't find it. 11 a.m. I go downstairs to the front desk. She's like, oh my gosh. I listened to your podcast.
Oh.
In the lobby. I have your passport. I have your passport down here. You just like had like pulled your card out, like left it sitting down here when you like opened the door.
We are so in sync.
And I said, oh, no way. And she's like, I tried to give it to your mom at 8 a.m. She said, just leave it here. Let him learn a lesson.
Oh.
So I spent one whole morning when we only get 6 hours of sunlight in Ireland and 3 of it is in the car with my parents. My mom spent the whole morning gallivanting around Galway. And I was in my room unpacking and repacking all my bags.
You want to hear what happened
to learn a lesson
with my passport?
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to get my mom back. Like I wanted revenge on my mom. I'm like, I'm going to hide your passport for the rest of the trip. But I said, let bygones be bygones.
Good for you.
Except now I'm mad again.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just unleashed it all. Got to Florida on Friday to stay with mom and pop up for the weekend and then go to the cruise on Monday. Monday morning comes, I like shoot up awake at like 5 and remember that I had a brand deal to shoot. And I'm like, oh shit, because I had to leave for the cruise at like 9:30. So like God had entered my body and woke me up, thankfully. And then I had, for some reason, needed something in my purse to do the brand deal with. I go to look for my purse. Oh, where art thou?
Where art thou? Not upon it.
Where art thou? Wake everyone up at around 6 Have you seen my purse? No one's seen my purse. Gabby had the brilliant idea to track my AirPods that were in my purse. It was just easier for my whole purse to be at the West Palm Beach airport and for me to have not noticed that it was gone for 3 days. Drove to the airport. And by the way, my passport's in there and I have to get on the cruise on international waters via accessing my passport. So if I couldn't find my bag, I couldn't go on the cruise. Go to the Lost and Found at the West Palm Beach airport. I describe the bag in detail. It's a small tan bag with a black strap and a charm of a beaded chicken.
Can it be that hard?
Can I be any more clear? They say, we don't have that. I say, here's my Find My AirPods. We're on it. It's right here. And they go, we don't have it. You can fill out this form. And I was like, oh, yay. Like, I just like won't be able to go on the cruise. Like, oh, good. I'm filling out the form. They go, oh, wait, is it this? Small tan bag blackstrap with a chicken charm. Yeah, it is. Thank you. God was literally with me so hard. If I had woken up any later, I wouldn't have realized.
Yeah.
Or had time to go to the airport. Like, whoa. And God was with me again when I had a horrible gas pain on the last night of the cruise and went up to lie down in the suite early in downward dog to get rid of the gas pain, which put me out of the dining room area just in time for that shrimp to come onto the table.
Wow. God is with us. The rest of the song.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Do you need anything? Do you need me to manifest anything while God's here?
God, are you here right now?
Yeah.
Are you speaking through tongues through Brooke?
She has been for quite some time.
So what would you say to God if she was sitting next to you in a Kelly Clarkson collection Wayfair chair? Manifest.
Hey.
You there. Hey. You there.
Yeah.
I see you over there. Please come and sit right here.
Oh, Papa.
No.
No?
No. We're not doing Papa right now.
Oh my God. That felt bad. That feels like I was just scorned, like making a sexual advance. That felt really bad.
We're not doing Papa right now.
Okay, I don't ever want to do it again then.
It's fine. Like God was here and you did Papa?
I was calling him Papa.
Who? God?
Her also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I saw Remi Wolf in concert too in Dublin.
Speaking of God.
Speaking of God. That woman, if you get an opportunity to see Remi Wolf, if you're even in the same vicinity as Remi Wolf, go see her show. She is the best performer, like live performer I've ever seen in my life.
I've heard that.
Dead ass serious. Even, I don't love going to a concert when someone's going to talk the whole time. She was so good at crowd work and she was doing crowd work. It was so good and so fun. I just can't get over it. FBC.
Yeah.
For sure. And it was just me and my sister. And it was interesting. There's no assigned seating, but I think everyone in Ireland is just so nice that they just respect if you're in the Uggs.
You were doing the Uggs?
Yeah. And I just went, it was just amazing. They also have this really good thing there where no one vapes inside.
Because it's the law or because it's...
I think out of respect for people.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy because you're at a concert and I walked out to get a drink and there's a smoking area and everyone's vaping out there. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even smell cigarettes. They just don't vape inside.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was fascinating. And that's all I have for my Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah. I do want to share my Spotify Wrapped as that did come out this
Share your Wrapped.
What I was telling you was that it's somehow comforting to know that I'm authentic to myself and that I haven't changed in 15 years.
Yeah.
But also a little bit scary to think, are no changes going to be made in the next 15 years? Because in a perfect world, a few changes would be made, I
don't think you have to actively work to change your interests, just because you're interested.
I'm not working to change my interests. I'm just saying, on one hand, it's sweet that I haven't changed, and on the other hand, it's a little scary. But let me explain what I mean by that.
Yeah, please.
My number one top artist is the Glee cast.
Yeah.
That goes without saying. Okay. Number two, Jonathan
Groff. Yeah.
I'd actually go ahead and combine those two because most of the Glee ones I've been listening to were him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number three was One Direction.
That makes sense.
Yeah. 4, Conan Gray, that
was a newer
that's
edition. Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? More neurotypical of me.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the 1975. That I feel like is pretty good. The top artists.
Yeah.
The songs is where it's unique. Number one top song is Heaven from the Magic Mike soundtrack by Matt Bomer.
Yeah.
I would love to know if anyone else's number one song, anyone else on the planet has that as their number one song. Because if they do, I think that is the person that I'm meant to be with.
Really?
Regardless of who they are, what they look like. Hell, they could even have been on the Royal Caribbean cruise, and I would consider them my soulmate.
I love that. The way that you've opened yourself up and like this.
If their number one was Heaven by Matt Bomer from the Magic Mike MMXXL soundtrack.
Yeah.
I consider them my soulmate.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Number 2 favorite song was Franklin Shepherd Inc., which is that Daniel Radcliffe song I love from Merrily Roll Along. Okay. Number 3 was I Believe from Book of Mormon. Number 4 was As Long As You're Mine from Wicked.
Sure.
You'll love that piece when you hear it in the second
Part 2?
movie. Yeah. And 5 was Faithfully by the Glee cast.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Journey cover. So that's something, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like it's really similar to last year, the year before.
What was last? No, no.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Mine, like, so random. You know how I went through that phase where I was like, I'm not really listening to music besides Tom Mesh?
Yeah.
He was obviously my number 1 artist this year. My top 3 songs, Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. Do you want to
Please made it to my most played playlist.
Well, I remember the times when I learned of these songs, and like one of them is Taste, which like I didn't even hear until I started listening to like, I think Mi Espresso was the first Sabrina Carpenter I ever listened to.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when I was in Denver doing the show in Denver, which was during the spring tour. And I remember listening to that, getting ready for shows. I was like, yeah. And then like later on, Please came out and I was like, I like this one too. And then I went backwards. I was like, I like Taste. And I like Bedkim. Bedkim was
I like that one too.
My second top listened to song this year.
But please, really, like, I so rarely listen to a song for the first time and like it. I usually have to listen to it a few times. But please, the first time I was like, oh, this is great.
It just kind of tickled something.
It's a tickler.
It's a tickler.
It gets that itch.
It itches me so well. The thing is about her songs, like I don't listen to them in the morning. Like I listen to them because I want to like get hyped up. I'll listen to them on runs or when I'm like going to a like getting ready for a show or like pre-gaming something. But I don't like casually sit around and listen to Sabrina Carpenter. That's why it was so fascinating, which made me realize it's because I was going through that phase of not listening to music when I'm having downtime.
Right. Oh.
Right now I'm just listening to Christmas jazz.
Hey.
Hey.
We want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, BetterHelp. Let me tell you about my favorite part of the holidays.
What is your favorite part of the holidays?
Staying in the same pair of pajamas for about 6 to 10
Wow, you
business days.
BDs. You got me full body goose pimples right now.
And you know, any other time of the year that would raise a few flags.
Yeah.
This time of the year, it's self-care.
It's not even self-care. It's the right thing to do.
It's expected.
It's expected.
Yeah.
You're serving, like you're standing up for what's right. And they're actually laying down for what's right.
Yeah. 150.
How do you stay cozy during the winter months? For some, wrapping up in a blanket with a mug of hot chocolate or watching a movie with family is the best way to spend the month of December. Therapy is also a great way to bring some comfort that never goes away, even when the seasons change.
I love therapy. And
I know.
Yes. And so many of my friends and family have benefited positively from it. It gives you the time to prioritize your needs and learn new things like setting boundaries and learning how to become the best version of yourself.
If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge.
Find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BNC today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BNC. Oh, I have to tell you about my new favorite song.
Hit me.
And this is what I was saying earlier about some powerful words. They come from this song. Have you heard the song 10 Drunk Cigarettes?
No.
It's by AI.
Oh, good.
And it is like the most powerful female anthem. It's spectacular. Connor, let me play it for you. We can play it because it's by AI.
Are you sure?
No.
Because someone still owns it, I think.
AI, this is not me endorsing AI, by the way. It just happens to unfortunately be by AI. I think it's
Brooke's top artist is AI.
I think it's
Will
what's
AI
the word I'm looking for? Not common property.
Fair use.
Shared
Fair use.
Fair use. Yes.
What are you thinking? Public domain.
Yes, public domain. Common property also, some people might call it.
Oh, I've heard this.
Have you?
It's so funny.
It's spectacular.
It's so funny.
And like people played it as a bit and we're like, haha, yes, this is funny. No, I've taken it further. Like this is my favorite song. And like I've been listening to it long after everyone stopped.
That's so funny.
Like I play it for fun.
Wait, I listened to this too.
Barbie don't need Ken. Us girls are doing fine on our own. Leave us alone. Yeah. Here we go. We made a music video to this on the cruise.
Oh.
1 new vape, 2 lines of coke, 4 more lines of coke, 6 hits of my blunt, 7 more lines of coke. Now here are the most powerful words coming up. This somehow like captured the entire female experience right here. I don't need anything from a man. Actually, maybe give me some money. I got my own butt. How good is that?
That's so awesome.
Yeah, those are the words that not even Emerson himself could write. Seriously, I don't need money from a man. Actually, maybe give me some money. I don't need anything from a man. I've got my own.
I want it from a man.
I want money from a man. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do too.
We all do. And that's what's so important about this song, capturing that universal feeling that we all have.
That was praise and worship.
Yeah. That's my favorite song.
So I saw Wicked. Great. It was so great. I also think seeing it in London was really cool too.
That's powerful.
Yeah, it was fun.
The home of Jonathan Bailey.
I was sitting in that room, everyone's sobbing. I saw it with Maggie Winter. She's shaking, crying.
People don't know how emotional that film is going to be.
I obviously didn't cry. I felt like I didn't cry. I thought it was great. I also felt I was like, that was a really electric, full of energy performance from the entire cast.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel it. Maggie obviously got to do her here's me going into Wicked, here's me leaving Wicked. And I was like, wait, Maggie, should I do one of me here's me going into Wicked and here's me leaving Wicked? She was like, and unfazed, and she was like, no, do not. I think this is not a safe community of people. You should be crying when you leave Wicked. The theater community is not a safe place to joke around with.
The scene of Elphaba and Glinda in the Ozdust ballroom dancing.
Yeah, I need to go to that bar.
You do.
Yeah,
it was not fun. In the play, and the way that they brought the relationship of Elphaba and Glinda in that moment, the way that we could feel that, that's the scene. That's the scene. That's the killer.
Yeah, I enjoyed that too. That was kind of gut wrenching in there.
Gut wrenching.
It was a little bit long.
Oh, I mean, tore out my heart, threw it across the Ozdust.
See, I was so in the room with them at that point that I was kind of could they not have started to play music to help the girls out?
No, they didn't need anything but themselves.
It was seriously a flop of the DJ to be not reading the room. Okay, the girls are dancing. I think let's
Well, the Ozdust ballroom duet.
Give them something.
It's on the soundtrack, and that's what was playing.
I just felt bad that they were kind of moving in silence like that for a while before the music started playing again. Give the girls some background tracks.
I do wonder and fear that was the point.
Well, it was too long, that part. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I know.
Well, what did you like?
I liked it all. I liked the whole
What were your standouts?
I texted you my standouts. I obviously thought the end song, Defying Gravity, was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I was biting my nails the whole time during that chase. I kind of didn't even realize, even after seeing the play, that the professor was evil the whole time. I forgot about that.
She's so convincing, isn't she?
She was really good, Michelle Yeoh.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with her. And also just looking at her is intoxicating.
Yeah. There was a lot of
a spell on you.
You're going to, I can't say anything because I'm scared to say my opinions.
I would be too.
Well, listen, I just don't, I think Jeff Goldblum was a little bit miscast, dare I say.
Oh, he was born as the wizard.
I just thought it was a little bit too much. Okay, that's Jeff Goldblum right now. That's not
Okay. I get okay.
I thought, oh my gosh, here's my favorite part: Ariana Grande.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because I've been online on Twitter, seeing I saw all the memes. I almost wish that people hadn't created so many things to set my expectations, because I was ready to really I had a bitterness going in against Ariana Grande for no reason because I don't even care. This is not a movie for me. This is not like a movie I've been a fan of for a long time. I had no skin in the game. The way she blew my socks off of both
Once
of my
in a
feet,
lifetime talent.
she was so funny.
So funny. Her comedic timing is so good.
It was unbelievable. And I really liked Bowen Yang too.
He was great too.
And I was just like kind of blown away by those two.
Yes, I agree.
And it was really good.
Yeah.
It's obviously like a shock to see Ethan Slater every time he came on screen. But
can I say something? Honestly, I actually can't. Thank you. No, I just flagged myself. I can't say it.
Okay.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
I'm not nervous at all because I've already stated like this was not a movie for me. Like that's fine if I'm not, I don't have a fair critique because again, I've never read the book. I've seen the play one time and that was my first time seeing it.
The book is like so different from the play and the movie. Like it's very dark.
How are they re-releasing books with like Ariana Grande and Cynthia on the book cover? Isn't that the same book?
Are they?
The book? Yeah, I think it's just with the cover of.
With
The Gregory Maguire book?
Now it's a movie, is what
It's like a collector. It's like now a
Because
feature
it's
film.
so different that I like wouldn't even.
Huh.
That's shocking.
Yeah, it is shocking. Yeah, it's that first one.
Oh, yeah, that's
A money
false
grab.
advertising.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. What were you thinking?
Well, I was just going to say my only critique of the movie that I do think is like a perfect film is Bach. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because the part of Dancing Through Life where he is getting Nessa to dance and he sings like Let's Dance in the Broadway soundtrack is like one of my favorite notes, and it just didn't translate coming from this Bach.
Oh no.
Sad. Yeah, it was
That's
sad.
a shame.
And so now I switched Dancing Through Life after I've listened to Jonathan Bailey's part 8 times. That's only when I'll press next. I wonder if that will make my Spotify Wrapped.
It does. I checked yesterday.
If I'm going next, it will.
If
I'm
hits 30
nexting.
seconds, you're good.
10 seconds?
30
seconds.
But yeah,
Oh, interesting.
I struggled with that. Really did, Connor. I hate to say it. And
That's
I feel
okay.
horrible. I really do.
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's your right
Yeah.
as a moviegoer.
Would you ever see yourself listening to the Wicked soundtrack?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No, I did have some songs stuck in my head throughout the day.
Which ones, if you don't mind me asking?
I guess Dancing Through Life when I was leaving. Was Dancing Through
You
Life,
like that
but I
one?
didn't know any of the other words. I just kept saying da 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 da.
What did you think about Jonathan Bailey?
That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. He is, I've said this before, but watching him, I had only felt something similar once before when I had seen High School Musical for the first time. It's that kind of realizing this is a once in a lifetime experience
Yeah.
of a triple threat.
I had one more critique, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to.
That's fine.
I'm not like ready to defend myself from all sides.
Yeah.
Maybe in like a month I'll say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what this one is,
Yeah, you
I
do.
think. Yeah, and I already disagreed with you.
And that's fine.
Yeah, it is. Totally.
But yeah, it was an amazing movie. I like if so many people weren't so involved. Like someone posted on Twitter yesterday, was like, "OMG, I didn't realize he had a baby carrot on his fork in this scene, and it was Bowen Yang and like
Yeah.
his fork." Some people are. Someone quote tweeted it was like, "Holy shit, you people are running out of things to say."
Also, so many people are like, I just picked up on this Easter egg, and it's like, no, babe, that's just the plot of the movie.
When someone was like, "Oh, look in the beginning, it's like it's the Wizard of Oz cast walking in." Oh shit.
Yeah,
I knew that.
Yeah, like that's just the plot. And they're like picking out like lyrics that are like, oh, this is an Easter egg, and it's like, no, that's just like understanding what the lyrics mean.
I like people that are like, "Wait, you didn't realize that?" And it's like, "No, I have a job."
Yeah.
So I'm not analyzing every frame of the movie. I'm almost done watching all the Harry Potters again, which was a lovely experience.
What a great experience over the holidays too.
Yeah, I'm glad that I watched one during Halloween, I watched one during Thanksgiving, and I watched 2 on the flights going to and from.
Do you have a favorite HP movie?
Listen, I have a lot of critiques of HP now. And I wish that I
Let yourself enjoy something.
I can't, Brooke, because here's the thing about Harry Potter. If I am going to college and this twerp, no offense, is coming in and like putting us on freaking like death watch every 45 minutes, I'd be like, I am paying tuition. Like, remove him from the school. This is not like, we're all paying tuition. This is not a fair university experience for us. He is like blowing, like every single class. Look at any of their class scenes that they're sitting there in class, 3 minutes in. Class is dismissed. Everyone, class is dismissed. Go back to your quarters. It's like,
Things are happening outside of Harry.
I know, but like no one's would be attacking the school. Like put him in Fiji or something.
Well, let's look at it this way. Chamber of Secrets would have been open regardless of Harry. That had nothing to do with him. He was just tapped in.
Yeah. I know it's a movie.
Yeah.
Like me overlooking the fact that it's.
But he also, look at it this way. He's the only one that really can save them also.
I'm like picking out all the plot holes. Like what the hell? Like these people are paying tuition and Loki, it's a movie about a magic university.
Right. Yeah.
Get a grip. My bad.
All good.
But I do love watching the movies. At face value, it's really, really nice to just be like, oh, this is cozy.
But I've been having a really hard time enjoying books. Not enjoying books. I've been enjoying books, but I've had a really hard time like thinking they're good.
Good.
Yeah, I've been like breezing through them and loving them and then finishing them and being like, ugh, that was disappointing.
Yeah. That's the sunken cost theory that I always talk about. I'm like, I wish I wouldn't have done that.
No, it's not even that I wish I wouldn't have done that. It's just like I have been waiting for a 5-star read since I finished ACOTAR. I've only had one come close since then. And Throne of Glass too.
Maybe your standards are too high.
They might. I think now I'm writing. I'm like so focused on.
Yeah. Let yourself enjoy something.
Yeah. Yeah. 150.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've talked about this before on here, but it came up again. If I donated to someone's dog's cancer treatment GoFundMe and the dog died like right away, do I get like there's no way that you because it was like the first treatment. So like but like it was a lot of money.
You're out that money.
You
should ask them for it back.
Well, like what are you going to do with that? I saw how much you raised. Like what are you?
Yeah. Go ahead and ask them for that back.
Okay. I'm sorry, but like it's not like you don't have to plan it. There's not costs that go. It's it's the dog. Like the dog has now passed away.
He didn't receive the treatment at all. He died before getting the treatment.
You are not. There's no like funeral costs and like you're not out of work for a while because you lost a spouse or loved like someone in your like you do.
Have you looked at the GoFundMe and like seen if there are comments or anything?
I haven't recently, but I do think that the update provided said he did not make it, and I'm looking at that bar saying, not only did we complete your goal, we gave a surplus,
Exceeded.
Which is nice because if the dog was in treatment, maybe you could treat yourself to some dinner. If you couldn't leave, the dog has left Earth now. What are we going to do with these funds?
Maybe they could donate it to dog cancer research.
Are you going to Barefoot Sandals Resort in Jamaica? Or maybe we could... I just need to... Like, I need closure.
You need closure.
I'm sure they would also love closure. But, like, we as a people, like, would all like to know where the money... Maybe it's just me. I'm using my platform to throw the question out there. What do we do if a GoFundMe... is no longer necessarily relevant?
I think it's a good question.
It's more. I don't know if it's morally sound. Like it's not something. It's not a question a lot of people are brave enough to ask.
Thank God we have you.
I'm nervous for what's going to happen online, the discourse after I've said that.
No, I think it's an interesting question, and I think that it becomes the responsibility of the person who is raising the money to let everyone know where that money is going.
Right. Yeah. I love the idea of donation. I was thinking that has now been cashed out, and
I have become so obsessed with donating to ALS research.
Good.
Yeah. I can't stop.
That's awesome.
What is that? Actually, I can't get into ALS right now as we've exceeded our time limit. But I want to encourage everyone to go ahead and donate to ALS research.
I also just want to provide a main episode update about my stomach because it's just been like a topic of conversation.
Yeah.
I started taking pre and probiotics. I'm like completely so happy and healthy. So wasn't any organ failure, wasn't anything, totally healthy, feeling great. Stool sample has been sent in, and I will update everyone when it comes back.
Thank
but like
you.
I
I'm
assume
so
they're gonna be
excited.
like, yeah, you're fine.
I'm looking forward to the results.
Thanks. We've really like opened up a conversation that has made me comfortable talking about us both comfortable. How are the digestives?
I'm feeling a little bit better, thank
Good.
you. Yeah, not so much upchucking anymore.
That's good.
Yeah.
I had an aperitivo. I had the best meal of my life last night. I guess we can talk about it in the bonus.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about it in the bonus.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you in the bonus.
Wait,
What?
hold up. What's today? Next episode, we have a very, very, very special guest.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Oh my God. You should be nervous. No, we should not be nervous. It's an amazing, amazing guest that we have on. We're both massive fans.
My hands just got clammy, and you're not going to expect who it is.
No.
It's like so random, positive connotation. Not random in like we've talked about them, but it's just like you're just not going to expect it.
It's random in the sense that, like, how did you guys get it?
Right. It's like you wouldn't them. How'd you? No, that's not their pronouns. I'm just saying, just to give a little
No,
more
whatever.
air of
Come
mystery,
on.
air of mystery. You didn't misgender anyone.
Okay. All right, we will see you, specifically you, in the bonus today, and we will definitely see you next week. Please like, mostly subscribe. You don't even have to like it. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Where are we, Izzy, please? Come on, Izzy, please tell us we're at 100K right now.
To me, Izzy.
Close, we're so close.
We'll see it in 1 second. We are, oh my God,
What?
We're in the 90s.
Yes.
We are at 92,000, you guys. I know there's 8,000 people listening right now in Romania. Please click subscribe, at least. Love you guys.
Love
Bye.
you. This week on Close Friends.
You talk good.
You talk good. You talk real good.
The illiterate could be your rivals.
No one's going to say a fucking word about what just happened.
You fucking bitch. What the fuck? Come piss? When the wind blows, you can see his penis. I'm like, then my panties fell off.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Did you know Stephen Sondheim died of horniness?
Sign up on tmgstudios.tv to watch the full bonus episode.